going on, good people? What is going on, Giants fans? Felt like I was just here. Why? Probably because I was just here, man. It's hard work. Not really hard work when you love what you're doing, but it's hard work, bringing these recaps back to back like this. But again, when you love what you're doing, it feels like fun. So OTA 8, this is going to be a quick recap of OTA 8. Again, media was not in the building, but unlike yesterday, today we did get 2 articles on Giants.com, highlighting today's practice. So shout out to those guys again, John Schmelk, Dan Salomon. Salute to you guys. Also, I saw a clip on Twitter. It was P. Dot and John Schmelk talking about today's practice. So got enough notes to share with you guys today. So without any further ado, actually, hold on just a moment. I put out a community post, and again, I want to thank everybody, for the congratulations and the shout outs for, the channel getting the 5K. So I also put out a community post. It was a picture of my high school team, actually my junior year in high school. And I said, let's have a little bit of fun, see who can guess, who I was or what number I was in the picture. And there were a lot of guesses, and shout out to the people that you guys picked. But at the time that I'm recording this, nobody has selected the right person. So I will go ahead and let you guys know, or, who I am in that picture. So you see next to the top row, number 47. Yes, number 47 was me. My sophomore, junior year, actually freshman, sophomore, junior year, I did wear the number 47. My senior year, I was number 4. I played linebacker. I played fullback in the wing T offense. So for those that are old school, y'all know what the wing T looked like. But that was me. Yep, number 47. Shout out to the Union High School Fighting Farmers. Again, I'm the class of 2001. My last playing year was 2000. Again, showing my age, letting you guys know what's going on. I'm no spring chicken. No spring chicken at all. All right, so let's get into this OTA. So I guess the offense got tired of getting beat up on, because what I read and what I saw today was that the offense had a bounce back day today. Best thing about it being a bounce back day today for the offense is where they worked out, what part of the field that they worked out on. So they were on, the opposite side of the 50, going the distance. And what they mentioned today, P. Dot and John Schmelk mentioned today, was that, there were a lot of deep shots today. A lot of connections deep, and you love to hear that. That's one thing that the New York Giants fans have been waiting for. We want those deep connections. We want to push the ball, and that's what the New York Giants did today. So let me grab my notes so I can give you guys all the goods for today. Okay, so again, in 11 on 11s, again, Daniel Jones is only participating on 7-on-7s. He has not made that jump to 11 on 11s yet. Maybe they're waiting for real training camp. We'll see what happens with that. They want to have precaution. They don't want, to upset or re-injure anything. So I understand why they're doing that. So let's talk about some of the 11 on 11 and the wide receivers that made an impact today. So you already have your regular guys. You got your Malik Neighbors. You got your Wan'Dale Robinsons, your Darius Slaytons. Let's talk about a little bit deeper down on the depth chart. One guy that's been making noise all OTA long is Bryce Ford-Wheaton. Bryce Ford-Wheaton had a couple of catches today. I believe there was 2 catches, 30 yards plus. So fantastic here. And again, we've been hearing a lot about Bryce Ford-Wheaton. Now, when I talk about Bryce Ford-Wheaton, I love the upside. I love the height, weight, the speed of Bryce Ford-Wheaton. What I do hate about the situation is you automatically have 4 guys in front of him, and barring any injury, you got about another 4 guys fighting for about 3 spots, maybe 4 to 5 guys fighting for 3 spots at the end part of that wide receiver room. And obviously, to me, the first 4 easy: Malik Neighbors, Darius Slayton, Wan'Dale Robinson, Jalen Hyde. That's the main 4. But after that, you got guys like Hodgins, you got guys like McKenzie, Bryce Ford-Wheaton, Dennis Houston, was it Asir Asante, Allen Robinson, Miles Boykin. There's a lot of guys on that lower end of that depth chart that are really fighting to make this squad, and Bryce Ford-Wheaton is one of those guys. So happy to see that he's putting in the work and taking advantage of his opportunities. Another name today was Dennis Houston, making plays. He had another deep shot. I believe they said it was almost 50 yards plus from Drew Lock to Dennis Houston. And then Asir Asante, got some work today too. Another guy that they mentioned that just keeps on getting better, taking advantage of his situation as well, is Theo Johnson. And one thing that the guys are saying about Theo Johnson is, yes, he had these outstanding numbers at the combine, but when you get to practice and you see him live, he looks even faster live than he did at the combine. And for me, 6'7", well 6'6", almost 6'7", 260 pounds, and he looks even faster than what he did at the combine. That's a secret weapon, security blanket, whatever other nickname you want to give him. That's exactly what a quarterback needs. Now you have Daniel Bellinger and Theo Johnson, similar sizes. You got 2 security blankets possibly if you're using these guys right, and also you can push these, push it down the field with these guys as well, because it's a mismatch. And guess what? I read something today that I wanted to see all last season when we got Darren Waller. We attacked the seam today, and that's all I wanted to see last year. I wanted to see them use Darren Waller up the seams to try to attract those safeties and clear up everything that's underneath, and we're hearing about that a year later in practice. Also, just want to talk about the defense a little bit as well. Tay Banks is having a fantastic OTA so far, a fantastic offseason, a fantastic whatever you want to call this period, phase 2, whatever. Tay Banks is doing this thing. There's a lot of back and forth between the cornerback room and the wide receiver room, and Tay Banks is one of those guys that lets it be known. If he had a pass breakup, if he caused an incompletion, he is going to let everybody know that he was there to do that. And guess what? The banks closed. Banks close on Sundays, Mondays, and sometimes Thursdays, depending on where you're at in the season. Who else? They talked about the defensive line getting pressure again. A couple batted balls again. One of the guys that got his hands on a pass today just to bat it down was Casey Rogers. That's the UDFA out of Oregon. So I'm glad to see that he's taking advantage of his opportunities as well, because we already know when it comes to that defensive line, when you're leaving the outside linebackers out of it, when it comes to that defensive line and that spot that's next to Dexter Lawrence, to me, that's also something that's wide open. I mentioned in previous videos, guys like Ryder Anderson, this guy Casey Rogers. You talk about Jordan Riley and DJ Davidson, who's more of a nose. Nacho and Jordan Phillips is wide open on that end. It should be a pretty decent rotation when it comes to this defensive line, and a lot of these guys are going to be in the mix. So just some quick notes. There were no turnovers today. Clean practice for the offense. Let's see what else happened. Oh yeah, the play of the day. The play of the day, they put the video up. You saw Daniel Jones heave it. Daniel Jones threw the ball. They said it was in the air for 40 yards. I'm hearing it was a 50-yard completion, depending on, which article you're reading. I believe it was Dan Salomon. It might have been Matt Sitak today. I got to go back and check. And shout out to Matt, too. He's another guy that's involved in their digital media and has an online presence. But yeah, I'm seeing that it was either a 40-yard or a 50-yard reception, Daniel Jones to Isaiah Hodgins. And guess what? That's what you want to see. That's what you want to read about. That's what you want to hear. You want to hear about the New York Giants pushing the ball downfield. Modern day offense. That's what we want to see when it comes to these New York Giants. But that's going to be the recap today. If we find out any other news, I will be back again. These guys are off on Wednesday. That's tomorrow. The last 2 OTAs are going to be Thursday and Friday. And guess what? The media is in the building on Thursday, so expect the timelines to be flooded again. And I'll be excited and waiting on that to happen. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And from one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows, Big Blue Nation. Let's go.